What's going on YouTube? It's D-Max Reviews coming back with another EMS bag video for you. Apologize for not uploading as much lately. It's just been, a busy time in my life, and yeah, I'm trying to get back into YouTube uploads, but it's just been kind of a slow process. So I apologize. It's nothing personal, but I figured tonight's good night as any night, and figured I'd show you what I carry on my first responder bag that I keep on my truck. I am nationally registered and state certified EMT. A lot of this stuff is, kind of EMT and above. It's not necessarily for the lay person. Take whatever I say in this video as a grain of salt. I mean, this is just what I personally like to carry with me. As many places as I can. It's not by any means, necessary to carry all this stuff. It's just, God's blessed me in my landscaping business. I've had the funds to be able to build a kit like this, and yeah, I just hope it, helps people. I mean, it's already been a great asset, just different things I've come across off duty. Being able to help people. I mean, that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, you're still an EMT when you're off duty. And in my book, it's nice to have some stuff with you to be able to, help people and, be a resource for them, and be able to, shave down some valuable time, waiting for 911 resources to get there. And yeah, this bag is definitely been a help with that over the years. I've gotten plenty of use out of it. So without further ado, let's start getting into it. Alright, so the actual bag is a Conterra Flightline Ultra pack. So Conterra makes, as of this video, two different sizes of the Flightline. This is their larger size. So they make a smaller version. It just doesn't have this. It's kind of, imagine it cut down to about, this size. So they primarily see this used in aeromedical or, medevac applications. Obviously, as an EMT, I'm not using it for that, but it was a really cool bag. Caught my attention with the amount of organizational features that they put in here. You know me, if you've watched any of my videos, I'm kind of a sucker for organization. I like my pockets. I like the compartments and all that stuff. So getting into it, on this side I just have my assessment stuff, just basic BLS provider assessments. So right off the bat, I got a pulse oximeter. This one's the OLED version, so that means it's got almost like a LCD screen. It's not the red. Show you real quick. This particular one, once it focuses, kind of has like a little bit of a waveform, and then it just comes up pretty quick. Has that nice blue light. Have a sharp shuttle, just for Landsets and sharps. Along with that, glucometer. Got a set of AdScope stethoscope ears, just from ADC. Adult BP cuff. And then here I just have some notes and some just, accessories for the stethoscope, just extra set of ears, those little ear tip things, and various things like that. On this side, this is more my resuscitation side, so somebody's unconscious, somebody's, passed out, that kind of thing. We're starting to think, okay, could this be, cardiac arrest? What is this? So I have my CPR compartment here. Got some razors, gloves. I got adult BVM, some straps just for quick drag. Somebody's behind a couch or, in a compromised location where it's not, best to work on them. Be able to throw the straps on and just kind of, safely drag them away. I do have Narcan. So my county has a Narcan program, giving it out to community. It's mainly for people struggling with addictions, but as a first responder, I was able to get some and carry it on my bag, which I'm really grateful for. Up top here, I got my Airway section. Flips down like that. That's the nice thing about Conterra, is they think outside the box. They don't just build you a bag with 4 sides and call it a day. They like to actually think through what it is that the bag's going to be used for. In this case, it's more aeromedical, not what I'm using it for, but that came with, like I said earlier, just a lot of organizational capabilities. So in here, I do have BLS Airways. I'll show this to you. I got 6 sizes of oral Airways with bite stick just in case. Got a little bulb syringe for, just minor suction, that kind of stuff. Lube for my NPAs, as well as several sizes of my NPAs. So child all the way up to adult. Let's see. Be easier here. So on this side, I have my hemorrhage control stuff. So this pouch is unique because it has a rip away capability. So you can actually, this is all Velcro. You can separate this and toss it to somebody. Conterra usually references, like an overturned vehicle or somebody's in a car accident. You just need to, throw it to them, just basic hemorrhage stuff, that kind of thing. For me, most likely I'd be grabbing this if, say somebody's shot on the side of the road or something, or, in this day and age, it's more common to hear about, active shooter situations. Unfortunately, it's just something that's good to have on you, and the capability of being able to rip it away really quick without taking your whole pack with you, to me, is a really good idea. So opening this up, some of the stuff I have removed just from, using it in different bags, that kind of thing. I do have, some Curlix, some Dynastopper kind of emergency pressure bandages, trying to talk here, some abdominal pads, some trauma pads, that kind of stuff. I do have several Israeli bandages. The other ones, like I said, on another bag, I think right now. Some cat tourniquets. I do have the Hyphen chest seals. Got several packs of those, as well as 2 emergency, survival blankets. Just those, Mylar type blankets. I believe that's it for that one. Flip you around to the other side. This one, unfortunately, isn't rip away, but I just have this set up as my trauma section. Just basic wound care. Got roller gauze, several sizes. Got another emergency bandage. I got some mini Curlix, some 4x4s, a few more trauma dressings, some non-stick pads for, wound dressing. I do have dental floss for removing rings, just in case if somebody's their hands starting to swell up, get the jewelry and, all that jazz off. Comes in handy for that. Pair of trauma shears, things like that. Nothing really crazy, nothing super fancy. Now, moving on to the main compartment. It's these double zippers. Conterra uses very high quality materials in the product. They use YKK zippers, which in my experience are pretty much the best zippers you can have on a bag. They don't really bind up. They travel pretty smoothly, and they're very strong. So opening this up here, get some space. First thing you'll notice, yes, I do have an AED on here. I did purchase one. Actually, it came in today. So I just threw this on the bag today. Yeah, I carry an AED. I've been on off-duty cardiac arrests, and it's just one of those things that, you know, God's blessed me in my landscaping business. I do have the funds to afford that, and for me, it's one of those few tools that you can carry. And I'm not saying that you gotta carry an AED, but I'm just saying, for me, it made sense because, you know, an AED, you know, makes a big difference, you know, and EMS, first response, like that's one of the few tools that, you know, if you've got it, you're really off to a head start. So that is now in here. I'm really grateful to be able to have that on my bag, and it's got, well, I can show you right now. It's got a unique setup. So this is the Heart Start, or the Philips Heart Start FRX. Some residue from like packaging and things, but they have a pretty cool setup. It's one set of pads for both pediatric and adult. So if you want to do pediatric, they include this little key. At least with mine they did. Sometimes you have to separately, you know, buy this after, but it just goes up in here and then switches over, you know, all the stuff to pediatric. So you basically have just one set of pads for, you know, what you need regardless of the age. And then the way you open this up, just a little plastic case, and, you know, you got your 2 electrodes. So that's that. I do have a large multi-trauma dressing, actually several of them down here, just for those, you know, major bleeding, or fluid absorption, I guess. So in here, I just have a little module with wraps, like ace wraps, cold packs, just different splints for fingers and extremities. Nothing too crazy. Got some triangular bandages, that sort of thing. Below that, this is more like wound irrigation. So I got some nasal saline, just for flushing, and then got some, see in there, some 10 cc saline flushes, just for, you know, like I said, flushing out wounds. Some extra cough drops, apparently. I got some SAM splints in here, just really compact splinting option. I will note, on the Conterra Flightline, something you should be aware of, the frame of the pack is made out of SAM splint. So when you're buying a pack like this, just keep that in mind. If you want a little bit more rigidity for your, you know, your EMS bag, just pick up 2 of these. You've got one going this way, and then you've got one going that way. So pretty cool design. It just, you know, thought I'd mention that because they're not included unless if something's changed since I bought this one. This is my medications bag. I'm not going to go through this. Basically 99% of it's just, you know, personal use, over-the-counter stuff, that kind of stuff. I do have one adult nasal cannula and non-rebreather, just say somebody's on home oxygen and their tubing's messed up and, you know, I happen to be around, that kind of thing. Got some Band-Aids and extra gloves, some tape, and some more PPE, just like masks and gloves, that kind of stuff. So obviously, like I said, a lot more than your typical first responder bag, but, you know, in going through this, I hope it's inspired you, maybe given some ideas. I'm not advocating you need to carry all this. I mean, like, this is on the extreme side, I understand, but it, like I said, for me, just off duty, I want to be able to help. I want to be able to have tools in place to be able to make more of a difference, and yeah, I have had a lot of experiences where I've needed this stuff, and so it's one of those things where it's like, you hope you don't need it, but when you do, it's really nice to have it there. And yeah, if there's any questions you guys have about it, any thoughts, yeah, just throw it in the comments, and I want to try to put some affiliate links up, just where you can buy some of the stuff. Affiliate links just basically means I get a little bit of a kickback if you guys follow those links and end up, purchasing something. Just helps support me and my channel. Obviously, this stuff isn't cheap. I mean, I've paid for all of this. Like, my department does not provide this. This is all just personal choice. But yeah, if you feel like, shopping on Amazon using the links, much appreciate it. And other than that, hope you guys have a great day, and God bless.